Cairo Santos out for the opening kick. And here we go from Chicago. He'll bring it out from the middle of the end zone. They stop him right as he gets up past the 15. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, go line.
Right to the air is Herbert. Caught, nice gain left side. They touch him down, but a great pickup, and it's good for a first.
Ready.
Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Connects on one to Jameson Williams. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line.
Go.
Offense up to the line fast. First and 10, here's Herbert. Taking a deep shot here. And he drops the deep shot. A big play to start the game, but it slips through, incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Oh, that is going to haunt him. A drop touchdown in the end zone. We'll see how good his mental toughness is, if he can move past it quickly and make an impact for them later.
Herbert throwing again. That's taken in nicely by Brock Bowers. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him, only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
5-9.
It's Herbert once more. Won't make the play on that one. It hits the deck, incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And it's going to be 2nd down.
Hey, I know nobody's perfect, and all you have to do is listen to me and how many words I screw up. But you certainly expect those throws of that length to be 100%. They've got to be borderline automatic in this offense.
59.
Now Herbert again. He's on the move. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that'll be 1st down, Detroit. Shotgun snap to Herbert. He completes it in traffic. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. They kick the running back in motion. Herbert from the gun. That's caught. Here comes Jahmyr Gibbs. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. This drive has been excellent. A few shots now. It's starting with 6 as they come up on it. 1st and goal.
Ray. Crowd right.
Working inside the red zone. And in for the Detroit touchdown. Well, you couldn't ask for a better start to a game than that. The offense taking it all the way down the field and finishing with 6.
These opening drives, Kate, are such tone setters. It is why every offense loves to script their first 15 plays, right? Everybody knows what's coming. Allows you during the practice week to get into rhythm, but even better when you're that sharp, that crisp, and you finish off and get the early lead.
The Lions have it all set as they send this one downfield. Starting from the 5. Tackle made as the return gets it out to the 32. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Here we go, here we go. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. 19 tight, 19 tight. Ready, ready?
Williams starting with a pass here. And the connection not quite there yet on his opening throw of the game. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
Williams throwing again here on 2nd down. He gets it complete to his man, Tyreek Hill. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Now here's DeAndre Swift on the ground. And he takes a shot near the marker, but it looks like he still has enough for that 1st down.
Hey, look, any run of this size is going to wound the defense. If you get this game going right up the heart of their defense, you start to break their will and break their pride.
1st down throw by Williams. Forced out to his right. Oh, he's in trouble here, and he'll go down. The Lions got him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Behind the line of scrimmage. Ready, ready. Warriors 70. Take go.
Trying again following the sack. That's complete to Wilson. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
That's good. Chicago Bears.
Now movement as somebody goes early. And for the first time today, we're going to hear from our officials. So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump. And, well, they got one of them to move that time. They're set back 5 by that false start. Now 15 yards to the marker. Working from the gun, Williams finds his running back, DeAndre Swift. And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. The rangy Kyle Hamilton getting there for the stop. Here's 2nd and 11. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
Come on, set. 70 range, 70 range. Set.
Running back sent in motion.
Trap 60, trap 60.
3rd down, here's Williams. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Set. Ready.
First give on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4. These two NFC North teams have played one so far. Neither side separating much so far. Back to Soldier Field in just a moment. Back and beginning the second quarter. Lions in possession. They're looking at 2nd and 4. Another one for Gibbs. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. It's a pickup of 11. And that gives the Lions the first.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
First down, and they go right back to him. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
A humble 5-6-yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
You know, the goal on a lot of these short throws is to simply let the receiver create some yards after the catch, that yak. Well, I think he was thinking about the yak before he actually secured the catch.
Hold me for right. Hey, ram.
Herbert now to throw on 3rd. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
My goodness, was that some kind of speed off the edge. There's only a handful of tackles in this league that have the lateral movement to stay in front of an end like that. It may be time for this quarterback to start mixing up his cadence, his count, certainly making sure this defensive end can't get off the way that he has.
On 4th down, here's Herbert. Escapes the pocket. And he takes it inside the 35 before heading out. Forget that it was 4th down, Brock. That is an impressive 22-yard pickup, and it gets them the first. Gibbs now from the gun. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the 31. This one falls incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you've got to count on those being efficient and effective.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Go.
Now Herbert to throw. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. Offense in the hurry up here. On 1st down, it's Gibbs. And he will get this to the end zone for a Detroit touchdown. The Lions now lead by 10. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. Now they'll try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Lions drive their lead to 11. The Lions have it all set as they send this one downfield. And he won't opt to bring this one out. He's content to keep it in the end zone and start their drive at the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Williams from the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Hit arrived as the ball did to break things up. And we'll see what they do here on second down.
Let's go now. Come 19. Come 19. Ready, ready.
Out of the gun, here's Williams. That's complete. Cole Kmet. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that first down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Hits his running back. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. Working quickly here. First down, Williams. Got his target. It's Hill. This is ahead for about 5. Nate Wiggins getting up to end that play. Sticking in the air, it's Williams. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. That one gains 7. And that's good for a Bears first down.
18, Rattler, 18, set. Set, go.
Still sticking with the passing game. Getting out to his left. He's on the move. And he takes this one nearly to the red zone before going out.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
From the 24. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
19 Lions. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. And up.
Williams to throw on third. Short pass brought in. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. Bears trying to get everyone set. They're going quickly here. Williams to throw on first. He's on the move. He gets a little something out of it before sliding to a stop.
That is quarterback play 101. Maybe not the first chapter of it, but man, is that important. Getting downfield, get what you can with your legs, then most importantly, protect yourself. Get down and don't take any extra contact.
Couldn't connect with Tyreek Hill. And that brings up third down. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. First time this game they've looked to him. And now a fourth down staring right at him. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour. And there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Williams throwing on fourth. And the defender comes away with it. Nate Wiggins has got it. And the Lions are going to have it after his second interception of the season.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
First and 10, Herbert. Fits it through the middle. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
12.
They're set up at the 35 now. Herbert on first down. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And the Bears take over on his 5th interception of the season. Well, no doubt there was some doom and gloom on the sideline following their interception, right? But a little bit of new life now as their defense picks them up, gets it right back for them.
Hey, I am all for a nice little game of one-upmanship between these two defenses. You picked our guy off, fine. We'll answer right away. See how you follow that up.
Go.
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. No luck on the connection. It's incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call.
Mustang 19. Warrior 70. Check go.
Williams to throw. Buys time, rolling right. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. The Bears decide to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the first down.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32.
Go. Buffalo 18.
First down throw by Williams. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. And that's going to fall incomplete. We're down to 9 seconds left.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down.
Ready.
Williams will look to throw. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Picked off by Ennis Rakestraw. Well, Brock, if you like defense, you are loving what you're seeing right now. Consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. It's become a real defensive battle.
Well, let's see here, Kate. We got 1, we got 2. Do I hear a 3rd interception in a row? I'll tell you this right now. These defenders, they are squashing that thought that defenders are offensive guys with bad hands because they're making it happen, taking the ball away.
And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock here with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. The Lions have it all set as they send this one downfield. He fields it from the 8. He's got a lane up past the 30. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. They've got first down from the 31. Here's Swift to start the drive. And his charge towards the line, it's right around 3 yards. Offense up to the line fast.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34. Escapes the pocket. He loses the football. Oh, and they get it back. The play's still live. They gain 14 on the play. And that's a Chicago first down.
At their own 48-yard line.
Come on, set. 79 Broncos. Ready.
Working from the gun, Williams. Trying for the deep ball. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Christian Gonzalez has it.
Intercepted by the Lions. They'll take over first and 10 at their own 8-yard line.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. I'll start on the ground with Gibbs. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs. It gets the better defenses in this league.
Falls to the ground out left, incomplete.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you, you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Not a good spot to punt from. They really want to convert here on 3rd. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
The Lions readying for the punt. And this somehow is only going to be our first punt of the game. And he drives it towards the other end of the field. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Got every single bit of that one, didn't he? Over 70 yards on the punt. And it's going to be Bears football. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers, 70.
Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Completes this one to Hill. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Here's Williams. This one's taken in by Hill. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 49-yard
From just shy of midfield on 2nd down. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
Complete beyond the marker. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Now here's Williams. Finds a seam down the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. 1st down, here's Swift. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great